Hey y'all, so today we're talking about 10 Nintendo Switch games that will go up in value, and you need to have these in your collection now before they shoot up in price. We're going to start off with one that's not so common. Into the Dead 2, and just to let you guys know, there will be no limited run games on this video. Because limited run, people are already collecting that, hoping it goes up in value, so we want to do something a little more unique. Into the Dead 2, this is a zombie killing game. Initially, it rated low because, very repetitive, supposedly, and it was highly priced. But now it's down to $17, where a lot of people can go ahead and get a hold of this game and play it. I mean, horror always goes up. It's usually a good thing that's going to retain value in video games. Look at the Silent Hill games, the Resident Evil games, and some of the more obscure horror games, they go way up in value. But right now, I believe on price charting, this is about $17. So it should only have up to go. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2 should be obvious. Hades. Hades is an excellent game. If you look at any of the reviews, this game's reviewed highly and everything. So something like Hades reviewing highly, having a physical copy of it is bound to go up in value because people are going to want to play it more and come back to it, while they'll also want a physical in their collection. So unlike something like Into the Dead 2 that had poor reviews, Hades had great reviews. Into the Dead 2, while it had poor reviews, some people did like it. It was mainly just the price tag, the repetitive nature, and the shortness of the game. But now with that being said, this should go up, and Hades will go up. So we have 8 more games to go on this list. So, next game, Indivisible. This is one of those ones you can find super cheap. And the only reason why I had this on here is it seems to be a pretty decent little game. But the great thing about it is the 2D art animation and everything. And honestly, you can get this game for dirt cheap. It only has up to go. So, I mean, I've seen it for $5 at some places. So, go ahead and check it out. So, this next one's going to be a heavy hitter, I'm almost certain. We got Dokapon Kingdom. This is actually, I think, up to 4 players. Yep, 4 players. So what it is think of Mario Party mixed with Dungeons and Dragons. So what you do is you build your character and you compete with other people's characters. All RPG mechanics to rescue Dokapon Kingdom. I believe you're rescuing Dokapon Kingdom. It's been a while since I've played this, but this is a really fun party game. And if you look back at like the Wii version of it, the Wii version at one point was super expensive till this came out. It may still be expensive. I'll go ahead and list those prices up above and maybe even show some of the price charting marks. But this game right here is bound to go up because the first one was so popular and had such a hardcore following that Dokapon Kingdom is one you need in your collection. This one has had its ups and downs. Attack on Titan 2 for the Switch. This is usually a pretty expensive game and a kind of rare one to find. But when you can find Attack on Titan 2, I say grab it because this game is only going to go up. And I'm lucky enough to have a sealed copy of it. At one point, I think this game was $90, but it's went down a little bit since then. I'll list the price charting thing right here. And let's go next. So we're going to try to go through this pretty fast because I watched some of these videos and these guys we'll drag it out for an hour. And I know you guys don't want to sit here for an hour, so I'm trying to get you through these games fast and just suggest what I would recommend adding to your collection if you want to save something that'll get value. This one should be an obvious. Astral Chain. It's kind of like a cop detective RPG, and I think it's made by the same guys who made Xenogears, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely mistaken. If I am, tell me in the comments below. But this game is highly reviewed, and they did sell a lot of copies of it. But this type of stuff right here typically goes up in value. JRPG kind of style, action RPG. I would recommend it. Especially if you're into RPGs and stuff like that. Definitely play it. If you're into anime, play this game. So here's another one. Cult of the Lamb. This game, just like the name, has a pretty good cult following. People love this game. I've yet to play it. But it is in my collection. I do plan on playing it. I plan on playing all these games when I get the time. But I'm going to get them while I can get them cheap because I don't want to pay $90, $130, $150 for Cult of the Lamb when it gets that expensive. Because we're going into a digital age to where owning a physical version of this game, what we got now, might be the only physical versions you get. So here's another one that's going to be really expensive. And this is Slept On. You can get this one fairly cheap right now. Rocky and Pocky Reshined, or Pocky and Rocky Reshined. This is a remake of a Super Nintendo game. And the Super Nintendo game is awesome. So the thing about the Super Nintendo game is at one point it was super expensive. I mean, crazy. I think it might have went down since this came out, but this is bound to go up just like that game did. And really fun game. Great co-op. The only problem with the Switch version as opposed to the Super Nintendo version is you can do co-op immediately in the Super Nintendo version, which may help hold its value. While this one, you have to beat the game to do co-op. So you gotta beat it once before you can do co-op. I think that's a little ridiculous. Why they did that, I don't know. So the next one is Signalis. Kind of like a RE style clone in space, I believe. Maybe Aliens mix. But this game is amazing. I've played about 20 minutes of it. I plan on coming back to it and playing more of it. Really popular game. Mine even came with the lenticular art. It might be hard to see on here, but yeah, I bought this one at GameStop, as you can see. While my local GameStop banned me, when you go in there, I can go to others. So I'm allowed at any other GameStop. I'm not truly banned. Just my GameStop doesn't want to deal with me. Because I'm in a game store, I guess. I don't know. But yes, Signalis is one of your list. Everybody that I've seen play this game loves this game. I don't think it has a huge print run, so if you see it out in the wild, go ahead and grab it. And then lastly, we have Maen Abyss. I bought the collector's edition because I absolutely adore the anime. I did think that season 2 was kind of mid, but season 1 was amazing. The mysteries, the turns in the plot, and there's a moment in it that I about teared up. If you know that moment, go ahead and comment down below. But this game looks to be pretty fun. I think it's more of a dungeon crawler and everything. And this is one of those things I ordered from GameStop. I pre-ordered this new, and when I pre-ordered it, they did not deliver it to the store. So I had to cancel my order there, waited like 2 months, and had to order it again on the website. And then when I finally got it on the website, I was a little peeved because it was actually already open. The box didn't have the tape on it. And even the game itself wasn't sealed. I ordered this new, and the game wasn't sealed. So that was one problem I had with GameStop. But I didn't want to complain and send it back. Because I finally got it after waiting forever. But yeah, this comes with a cool art book and all kinds of stuff. And people that have watched this anime loves it. And people that are coming to this anime, when they find out that there is a game to play, they'll want to play it. So stuff anime related and stuff like this that probably hasn't had a huge print run will probably go up in value. So anyways, that is 10 Switch games that will go up in value. And I can pretty much say for certain that these are ones you need in your collection. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below. Let me know. Have a good one.